Hello. I don't fancy quite going through the entirety of the song, so we're just going to start today. I think we're going to start the way we're starting right now. I'm just going to quickly set up. Now, this could be scuffed, because the last stream that we had was very scuffed. So I'm really hoping that we're doing well. We seem to be doing well right now. But we're going to do some drawing today. We're going to do some drawing. I think I need to turn down the music a bit. For moi, a little bit loud for me. Let me know if it is or isn't. But I think I'm just gonna go over to a little bit of drawing. We're gonna do a bit to this. Is this gonna work? Yes, there we go. There we go. Hello. Right. Let me just make sure that the rest of this is open and ready. Good. Right. So, last time we did a bit of drawing was some emote drawing, if I'm not mistaken, and we had a good go at a couple of emotes. So we've got, what have we got? Got this one, waving hello. We've got the whoop. We've got OMG, I think it's called. I don't even know. Laughing and love. And so we're gonna, I think, just continue on and hopefully just finish them today. I've already actually added them to the chat. I have already added them. Yes, they are here. A whole bunch of stuff. They are, if you are subscribed with Prime or other, you should be able to use these in the chat. But we're going to improve on them today, and we're going to hopefully kind of finish them out. So, what I've done with this one already is I've kind of made the lines a bit thicker, because I noticed that in the test subjects that I'd loaded up was that it kind of like it was looking a bit thin and undefined and stuff. So I thickened the lines, and I'm going to do that with the others as well, I think. But basically, because I'd only done the sketches of the drawings. So this is what it looked like before, a bit thin, for my taste. I mean, I don't usually do very thick lines anyway, but I also coloured out the person. I coloured out the characters. There's the baseline, but I also put a bit of a pastel colour on top. Not sure how. That's quite visible through the screen. So I'm thinking that the thicker lines is the way to go, because they are very tiny. Tiny characters. And we shall ignore the fact that I have a hermit palette down there. I am working on something. That involves the hermits. Right, what do we go to? Oh, I've got, goodness me. I've got all the things here. So the whoop is the one that we got. We don't want this one. Or that one. These are kind of like what the sketches looked like, and those are the ones that we did on stream. We kind of brainstormed what we wanted. So I'll just get rid of all the ones that we don't need. What's this? That's just the default waving, so we'll keep that, why not? And I am going to make sure that everything's doing well. I'm terrified that the quality of the stream is just going to go downhill, because that is what it did last time. I don't know if I used this brush last time to line. I think I used this one. Just making the lines a little bit thicker. And then we'll kind of work on. I might colour out some of the lines as well. But although I'm not very well versed in colouring out lines. But my plan is to get these done today so that we can finally put the finished ones up. I mean, yes, there's a version up now, but they're not the exact ones that I want. Like they're not up to the standard that I want them to be. This is the only one that has text on it. I hope the text is legible in chat. It's big hopes there. I don't know how it looks so far. I'm not gonna outline the confetti, I don't think. Because that isn't as important. It's just like blocks of colour. In fact, if there's any kind of lines that I would have outlined, then it would be the lines of the confetti. I'm going to lose track of what lines I've outlined and what I haven't. But yeah, the last stream had a bit of dropped frames, and I still don't know why to this day. So this is kind of like more of a test stream, if I'm being honest, to see if frames drop. And if they don't, that's great. If they do, I don't know what to do. I might do a little bit of gaming later as well, because yeah, we have had I think like drawing doesn't take up as much CPU. I don't know my way around computers massively, but I know a little bit. And I feel like it's not as taxing on the computer if I just sit here drawing on my iPad, not even on the computer, than when I'm gaming. So we'll see if it works with Minecraft later. And if it does, then we're all fine and dandy, and we're doing well again. But it's kind of made me a bit scared to stream, because I don't want like terrible quality streams where you only got 2 FPS. So it's been like, oh, I don't know what the problem is, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm scared to kind of like, not necessarily scared to test it, but like I was too lazy to set up an alt account to test it on, kind of thing. So, you know, we're trying. Stream quality is looking good so far, so we'll see. We'll see if it all goes downhill as soon as I start trying to play Minecraft. We'll see. But for now, I'm just going to be doing some emote drawing. I do want to like get some nice, cute shading. Make it look all kind of like sparkly and sweet. A bit pastel-y maybe. Yeah. I'm just clicking away every now and I don't know what I've outlined so far. I'm pretty sure the nose hasn't been outlined, so let's just do that again. Outlining, I find sometimes it's fun, sometimes it isn't. I have to say. Like sometimes I enjoy it, but I can very quickly get very sick of it. And if I get tired of it today, then I shall continue on with something else. But I felt like we could do a bit of doodling. And I wasn't sure what to doodle, but you know, these emotes have been sat in our folder for like ever, so they need to get finished. I was thinking of maybe like doodling some animals as well, but that could be like a future stream. I called the stream Doodle Day because maybe we could do like a weekly thing where just have a bit of a chill time doodling, just relaxing together. I think that would be quite nice. Maybe I'll doodle a bit of like the next animatic that I'm working on. I'm working on a Hermitcraft Season 8 finale animatic, which is a bit of a scuffed one, I must say. It's not going to be coloured out like the previous ones, but yeah, it's not to be taken as seriously as the Last Life animatics, I'll say that much. And if you are wondering, animatics, what is she talking about? They're all on the Everin YouTube channel, like you can see down in the corner. So go and check them out. I had a lot of fun doing them, and I always have fun doing animatics. Or most of the time. This one's a little bit of a pain, I must say. But I think I'm like halfway done. So that means I'm at the point where I'm ready to start like sharing stuff about it. Because I'm definitely going to finish it, kind of thing. I like to share stuff if I am most definitely sure that I'm going to finish them, because I don't want to, you know, have empty promises or absolutely fight my way. If I start like promising that something's going to happen and I lose motivation so badly that I just want to stop it, then if I promised it and I kind of have to fight through, even though I've lost all motivation for the project, yeah, I don't want that either. So I kind of like to announce that I'm doing stuff halfway through doing stuff, because by that point I'm too stubborn to stop what I'm doing. If that makes any sense at all. But it's going to be a bit of a wacky one, I must say. I've kind of been trying to like get improve on anatomy and proportions and stuff. Whereas the last life animatics were like, what is my coloring style? This is more like how to draw people, and also not just people, but stuff like creeper cyborgs and goodness knows what else. What else we got in the Hermitcraft server? Creeper cyborgs, werewolves, slimes, knights. There's a lot of wacky characters on the Dream SMP. Dream SMP? No, we're not talking the Dream. On the Hermitcraft server. Right, is that all lined out? I think so. Or that doesn't feel too thick yet. I don't know. Have I done this bow? Have I not done this bow? I don't know. I'm going to do it again. Make it a little bit thicker. So that's kind of made it a little bit... Yeah. Just a tiny bit. I think this one was a lot thicker. I might just redo it. It'll be a lot of trial and error. I feel like that actually might be too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that one again, because why not? Why not? And because I have now got that size brush, I'm just going to go through. What even is this ear? No detail to it at all. That's better. And I honestly, I don't know quite how I want to do the shading style on this. It's not going to be a lot of shading, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be cell shading, which I'm not very well versed in. But we'll have a play. We'll have a fiddle. We'll have a look-see. Whoop! I've been on the Pearl SMP recently, Minecraft server that we play on, just kind of like hanging out and basically AFKing around the building that Crumble and I have been doing, so that the copper that we've placed oxidizes. So I'll be quite happy once that's fully oxidized, and we can continue building. And again, we can continue building once I know that I'm not going to have any trouble with a stream. Let's get a different brush for this. We've dropped frames, but I don't see any notifications of dropped frames, so that's good. I don't know what I've changed, if I'm being honest. I've changed all sorts of stuff. I literally screenshotted Crowlander's setup. He's done a bit of settings tweaking as well, but I don't know. I don't know where I went wrong. Somewhere I went wrong, that's for sure. I mean, it was just a bad day with Wi-Fi. Who knows? Who knows? But I don't remember anyone else complaining in my household. So I don't know. I don't know. We're back on another Sunday stream, because I think the last time I streamed was Sunday. I do kind of want to stream more often, if I'm being honest. Would be nice. I've got a whole bunch of projects that are in the works that would be very streamable, or that I'd like to share with everyone. So, yeah. And of course, once we've gone through once I've finished the Hermitcraft animatic, I'll have a stream where I'm going through that one. Because why not? Why not make that a tradition? We did it with the Who Are You Really? And we did it with the Everybody Wants to Rule the World animatic. And we'll do it with the Hermitcraft one. Did I just spill the name of the song that I was doing? I'm not sure. I think might as well. I could give a teaser on the name. Or I could give a teaser on a couple of frames. I did give a teaser on the YouTube account again. Actually, I did a post on the Instagram as well. All the links on the screen. Where I was kind of like asking people if they were interested in buying some prints from those very like animatics that I did, and like any other art that I've done, I guess. But it seemed like very. I was like overwhelmed by how many people were actually interested. I was like, maybe 5 people, maybe, but actually quite a lot. So I'm actually, it's made me think like, okay, I really need to look into getting the right supplies for packaging and stuff. Which, actually, most of it I've got. The last stuff should arrive. I did a bit of online ordering. Last stuff should arrive next Friday. Because for some reason it's taking forever. It'll take forever to go. Because I ordered it like, what, Wednesday? So it's like, okay, thank you. You're taking your time, whatever. And I also haven't decided 100% on where I'm getting prints printed. But I'm basically going to set it up so that it'll be a print to order. So I'm going to set up like an email, and if people are interested, they can literally just request a frame of an animatic or a drawing from the Instagram account, or goodness knows what, that they would like a print of. And I shall literally print out to order as people wish. Because I've got most, if not all, the drawings that I put up there still, apart from stuff like that is like 3 years old, but I don't think anyone wants that. But yeah. Actually, I think I've even got that stuff on my like old laptop. Because I guess I used to draw on that. Using a Wacom tablet with the program, what was it called? Coral Painter. Program that I really like, outside of it being, it was like a freebie with the tablet. And it wasn't a terrible program. But I don't hear anyone really talk about it, which is interesting. I've just realised I have not been wearing my drawing glove. I got one of those pro like digital artist's gloves. It feels ever so professional for Christmas. And it just kind of helps my hand when I'm drawing. Kind of gives it support and also makes it so it doesn't really overheat when I've got my hand resting on the iPad for hours on end. I don't know if I've gone through here yet. I don't know if I've gone through the top yet, but you know. Have I done the mouth? I have not. I've yet to do the gob. There we go. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure exactly how I want these to look. Like maybe, I can't do like too tiny details and effects because the emotes are quite small anyway. So I'm gonna have to like rethink my style because my style is usually very like detailed. Well, not in the sense of it's photorealistic, but in the sense of the shading is very textured. There's lots of like nuances. It's not big blocky. Well, blocky. It's not big forms. It's not big shapes. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, also this is like my YouTube folder on thing where we've got stuff that I put on Instagram and YouTube, where we have a collection of my 2021 recap that went on Instagram, but also like all the emotes, and then we go into thumbnail territories where I keep them all. Oh, that's my banner and stuff like that. That's an old thumbnail of an OC animatic. Yeah. Oh, and this is a Crowlander follow gif. Crowlander, my brother. I drew him a follow gif. Right, so we'll do this one next. Don't know what layer this is. Empty layer. Let's delete the empty layer. I'm just going to get rid of all layers that I don't need. I think that's it. Because I am running out of space on the iPad. Admittedly, I can like get an external hard drive, or I can like copy my artwork over to my computer, which I have done in the past. I'm too lazy. Like I've still got all of the everyone wants to rule the world frames on here, so that takes up like so much. Like 58 individual illustrations. Just all here. All of them. So yeah. Also, up top left. That's the project I'm working on. Big stuff's happening. Big stuff. Well, big stuff. Stuff is happening. Stuff. I tell you what, drawing with this glove, it does take some getting used to, and I'm not quite used to it yet. Because it definitely gives support, but it also gives like resistance, where it won't let you hold your hand in a certain way very easily, which is probably quite good. But yeah, it takes some getting used to. Right, where have I drawn here? I don't think I've done much here. I should have a system where I do like the hair first, and then move on to the next thing, so that I don't forget any places. Because I'm sure I've forgotten like spots on the other ones. Hello? Oh, that goes into the little sparkle in the eye. This is going to be a long... You know what? It's not going to be a very long line. I'm not going to do that all in one. There we go. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. Tell you what, it's been slow progress today. I've been working on the animatic today. But it's been... Oh gosh, I feel like I haven't gotten anything done. Admittedly, I've only been at it for like 2 hours, maybe 3. But, oh man, slow progress. Slow progress. But since I'm not going to be colouring it out, it shouldn't take as long, and admittedly I don't have as much time to work on it as I did previously. I've got a lot happening this week especially. But yeah, I've got my driving exam this week for like driving a car. I'm nervous. We'll see how that works. Because the way in my country is like my first exam, and the way it works in my country that I live in is that most of the times in the first exam, like the first examination that you have, most people fall through. Most people don't make it, just because the quota is just so strict. So we'll see. Will I be able to do it first time? Like barely anyone. I feel like I couldn't give you a percentage, but most people I know haven't done it in the haven't been able to do it in the first time. But we'll see. Usually depends on if the teacher's having a good or bad day, which is a bit sad. Oh, but man, I'm so like over learning how to drive. I don't fancy having another bit barrage of lessons. I got better stuff to do with my time, like draw. Do Hermitcraft animatics. Draw the blockmen. Draw the blockmen. Bit of a wonky hand. Let's try that again. That's better. Have I done the eyes yet? I'm losing track so quickly. I don't think I have. I don't want to make the eyes too thick though, because that was what annoyed me on the previous one. So wait, I've done the hair. I've done that hand. I haven't done the jawline, I don't think. I've done that hand. I have not done the bow. Okay. Kind of have to talk to myself saying, what? Just like word what I've done, what I haven't done, because otherwise it's a little bit hard to keep track of, especially if you've already like done all the lines and you just need to make them a bit thicker, as is the case here. There we go. There's the bow. Just the face now, right? Have I done the lines on the shirt? I don't know. We'll do them again if we have. Yeah, just the face. And I'm going to keep the pupils the size that they are. Because, you know, it's not like that's a thicker line. I'll just take away from the iris. I'm pretty sure I used a different brush last time. If you kind of like look very closely at the texture. I think I often use this brush. Yeah, it's got the same feel to it, but this is a smoother pen with less texture, so probably better to use this. I will make this line a little bit thicker, because it is very thin. But I tell you what, I am happy that the stream quality is as good as it is. My nerves are a lot further down, as in like, I'm not as nervous as I was before. Because I was hoping, oh gosh, hopefully if something is wrong then I can troubleshoot it, and if I have to go offline quickly and online again, it's probably going to annoy people if I just like go offline and online and offline and online and send them a whole bunch of notifications of me just testing how to stream. And again, I was a bit too lazy to have to make another Twitch account to test this out on, so I'm glad we function here. I'm glad we work. Right, that's that one done, I think. I didn't do the eyebrows, but they're not that important. Next. We'll do over here. Right, we're starting with the hair again. And then with the hair we'll go... Hello? Got a really itchy nose suddenly. Ever so sudden, a very itchy nose. There we go. And I think this is the second last, if I'm not mistaken, because there's 5 emotes, I like to think. But yeah, I do want to stream more. I do want to stream much more than I have been. But it's just kind of like Christmas and then New Year, which is a complete limbo place, just generally. And then also the issues that we had in the last stream kind of took away from my motivation, but now everything seems to be working smoothly. I am more motivated. Also, Crowlander, my brother, I think he's live right now. He has started a new SevTech SMP without me, and I am very, very angry at him. We've got beef, him and I, because he's gaming without me. How dare he? How dare he have fun without me? It's not allowed. Atrocious. I can't believe him. I can't believe him. If anyone else has his stream open, tell him that I am disappointed. Ever so disappointed. Ooh, I smell a dinner being made. Wafting through the house. Lovely. I do hope I don't get called, because I am busy. And also not very hungry, if I'm being honest. I've been having Christmas chocolates this afternoon. You know how it is. Sunday afternoon is cheat day when it comes to food. I don't go too much into detail. I feel like I don't need that much detail, but I'm definitely finding this with the Hermitcraft animatic. I just like, it all has to be perfect. And I've tried to let loose a little bit more here, but I don't think it's worked, really. If anything, it's gotten, like, more precise, even than the last live animatics. Especially with the line art, which is basically the last stage of the animatic since I'm not colouring it. But, yeah. Tricky. Right, we've done... No, we have not done the hair. The hair is not done. We continue here with the hair. Why not? Let's not lose track. Must not lose track of what I was doing. Don't start with the face. You haven't finished the hair. She says, continuing with the face. Quite a tricky one to get the angle right, because I wanted the fringe, but I also wanted her kind of like looking up, which means that you could kind of look under the fringe if you wanted to. Let's get rid of that so that the teardrop is visible. Now this part is always a longer part when it comes to inking. Everything else is fairly short when it comes to this character, but that is probably the longest part. Right, bow next. Hair done, bow next. There we go, that's the line that we wanted. See what, drawing these kind of characters, these like small, kind of chibi-esque, blob-like characters has severely improved my, well, severely, has very much improved my line confidence, she says, doing a line that she can't get right. There we go. It's helped it a lot. Whereas I used to do like very skinny line, I guess. Skinny, well, I still do fairly skinny line art compared to this. I mean, basically this on normal characters, what we normally have, and that meant that there was a lot more room for error than there is here. Come on. Can look very weird very easily if the line is thinner, or like the shake is more visible, or you can't hide it with it by going over it again. That kind of stuff. It took me like forever to decide whether drawing in these teeth was a good idea. Did I even do it on a different layer? I didn't. But I think it's alright. I think I can live with it. Like, it didn't irritate me when we opened the picture now. I think that's fine. I kind of had to step away from these for a bit before, like, yeah, so that I could do stuff. So that I did a whole bunch of other stuff in between, and I just needed like a refresher because I wasn't feeling particularly inspired with these guys. Didn't quite know what to do with them. Still don't know what to do with them, but we're just gonna wing it now, aren't we? Just readjust myself. Readjustment has occurred. I think once I've done this eye, I think I'm done with this one, and then we'll move on to the final one, if I'm not mistaken. I think. There we go. Which is the love heart. Let's get a new layer. In case we do decide to like go back or make the lines thinner or thicker or goodness knows what. But I'm quite happy with how this is looking so far. I love how I've just jumped into this ignoring my tactic again and just kind of starting with the hair, but not actually the way that I would usually start with the hair. So we'll see where this takes us, and whether in 3 minutes I'll be asking, have I done that yet? Have I lined that? I don't know. Have I? That seems to be a running theme right here. But since there's this bit of hair, I guess. But otherwise, no hair on that side. It might be easier to stay on track. The lights above my desk are reflecting on the iPad screen a little bit. It's a bit frustrating. Like when I lean over it. Maybe it just encourages me to have a straighter back. Because back problems, defo problem, I must say, if I have back problems. Which I don't currently, but don't really want them, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. Back problems are not what I need. Tell you what though. I feel so old. But I had like real issue sleeping a couple nights ago because one of our cats, Digby, he was like running into my room, running out of the room, jumping on furniture, meowing atrociously loudly. And I just, at some point in the night, said, okay, that's enough. I am getting rid of you. I'm throwing you out. And I threw him out with such force. Like, I did something to my shoulder. My left shoulder. And my my arm hurt so much that it was basically I tried to make it. I don't know what I didn't try to make it, but I basically didn't use it the next day. It was basically limp at the side of my body because it just hurt so much to do anything with it. It's alright now. I can still kind of feel it. But yesterday was real bad. I went shopping with my dad in the evening. He was like, I can't carry the bags. I'm like, why can't you carry the bags? Because my arm. I'm old. He wasn't having any of that, but you know. It was a bit sad really how I kind of hurt myself. But I'd obviously strained something just chucking the cat out of my room at 2 AM. So maybe it's karma. Maybe it's karma for actually, like, you know, doing, like, throwing my cat out of my room. But I think he deserved it. I feel like he deserved it. He'd, like, robbed hours of my sleep by then. My issue is that if I close the door, if I close my door to my room, the cat starts scratching at it. So I can't win either way. Hello? Oh, we're on the eraser. Undo erase strokes. There we go. Yeah, there's no way I can win, because otherwise, if they feel like it, if they feel like they have woken up and chosen violence, then they will be able to do that violence, because either they scratch at my door and wake up everyone in the house by scratching at the door and meow in the hallway, or they jump up on furniture. So I've basically had to have my room in a way that they can't knock anything down and break stuff if they do feel so inclined. And thank goodness they're not as young as they used to be, and they don't climb up on like the highest peaks of places. I've had Digby in my wardrobe before. This is not working out for me, is it? It's hard. Hello? Hello? He likes dusting up there every now and again, so I do let him if I am aware that he's up there. But they are getting... They're not the youngest. I'm just wiping off... Don't mind me, I'm just wiping off the pen marks on my iPad screen. Is the heart done otherwise? This could be a little thicker if you ask me. Yeah. Right. I don't think we've done the eyes yet, and we haven't done the bow yet. Have we done this hand yet? Feels like we haven't. I might have done. I predicted this would happen. I predicted that I'd be questioning what I'm doing. Yeah, that looks a lot more in tune with the rest of it. I haven't done this yet, pretty sure. Let's do the bow and then the eyes, and that is us done with lining art for now. With the lining of the art. And we'll do the rest of the art. And we'll figure a couple of things out. Come on. Come on. Cell shading is going to be an interesting endeavour. Because I haven't done cell shading, like proper cell shading, in a long time. Eyes. Eyes. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Ah, Bo Burnham. I feel like I need to watch Inside again. Just as a start to the year. Give me hope for the future. Not sure if it will. I finally got Crowlander to watch it, and he was like, it's really cool. I was like, yeah, right. Because I've been trying for like the last half a year to get him to watch it, and he's just been ignoring me. Because he's got better stuff to do. Like, who has better stuff to do than watching Bo Burnham? Ooh. Not me. Not you. If you haven't watched Bo Burnham's Inside on Netflix, now go. I don't even mind if you leave this stream. Go and watch Bo Burnham. Anyway. So, we've done the line art. The art of the lines. They're all about the same thickness, which is good. And what I'm going to do now is, with this one, start experimenting. We'll do some clipping masks. Now, I think what we need is definitely some like highlights in the hair, because that is something that I always see. And maybe some like rosy cheeks as well. Make it a bit redder and a bit darker. And I said I wasn't going to do it. Oh, hello. I said I wasn't going to do a lot of texture, but this kind of thing. Only we probably shouldn't colour out the eyes. Or we could add little. No, freckles aren't going to be visible. What is going to be visible? I think we're going to have to cell shade. I think if we're going to do this one, we're going to have to cell shade something like that. But that just looks atrocious, so we're not going to do that. Let's start with the hair. I think the hair might be easier. So I've already got a like pinkish layer on top, so that will help, I guess. But I haven't a clue what I'm doing. Don't really want yellow. We could go more into the pink. What do we want is the question. What are we looking for in this highlightage? Make it a lot thicker than that, I guess. What are we thinking? So something like there. Just kind of like how you often have it with these kind of characters where it's just like a sheen going across the entire... We could just make it white. I've seen that happen before. Seen that done. I think the hair's a bit too dark for that. It just looks like I've got bird poo on my hair. So we'll just kind of stick with this colour. Something like that. I have no idea about this style, honestly. It looks very pink on my computer screen, my goodness. But that's fine. IRL, I actually do currently have pink hair. That's a whole story in of itself. Went to my hairdresser's thinking, okay, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to bleach and colour my hair kind of thing. Or let it be coloured, have it coloured. Because I was not trusting myself to do that on my own. No sorry, let's make that a bit brighter. Do I want it less saturated? I'm gonna maybe shift the hue. I don't know what I'm doing. Does anyone else know what I'm doing? Because I surely don't. Oh, I should probably use the right colour then in the end. Maybe this sheen should be a little smaller. I don't know. Let's try that again. I'm happy with the colour. Maybe make it like a little bit smaller. What am I doing? I don't know. Do it a bit there. Like not as large. Hey, that's something. That's definitely something. I don't know what, but it's definitely something. And if we kind of smooth it out a bit. There's a thing that exists, that's what it is, a something. Because it is here, it exists. Whether it's good that it exists is another question, but we're going to leave it for now. Sure. Why not? Might as well just do a bit of highlighting down there as well. Connect it, maybe? I guess. Yeah. And then up here, we'll do the same, because just like some random things. Darker maybe. I'm just like looking at it from a distance. This is what it'll look like in the emotes. It's quite small. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm happy I've got this layer here, the soft light layer, because I think I'd struggle to find the colours otherwise. Whether these are the right colours is again another question. We'll answer that one day, maybe, perhaps. Look like there's highlights. If I add like some darkness. Usually I start with darkness actually. Instead of highlights. Do we do that? Is that the better step? If we start with like something darker? Maybe let's try that. Because then we can go from like the roots here. Kind of like that. Only we don't really want too many lines going away, because that'll just take away from the feel of the whole thing. And then we'll do the same like here. Yeah, we need even less than that. Very few strands going away from here. Sort of like that. And then we'll do the same for like where the hair goes behind the character. We can colour that entire thing out. Not gonna colour out. It's not. No, I could be using like multiply and add layers, which is what I usually do for highlights and stuff like that. But for some reason I didn't think I'd do it here, because that would be way too easy, obviously. Don't want too many strands. Look at the bottom there. Sort of also like the groove where it goes in. Might like only add very few highlights. What does that look like from like far? Looks alright, looks alright. Might as well just add that. That makes me a lot happier. I feel like this is very much let's see. I'm gonna follow this pattern here where it kind of goes inward. And I guess we could have a bit of a strandage going out. What's there? And colour that in there, maybe? Maybe? Sort of. I'd be sorry for making anyone motion sick with the amount of time, the amount that I move around the canvas at. I am very sorry if that is the case. It's how I work. Oh, my bro's screaming. Something happened in septic. Sort of like that. I think we need to erase some bits. Bit too constant at the moment. If we did this and then that needs to be straighter. Yeah, sort of like that. And now we need to think of the top hair part. Ooh, hello. Wanted you to be small. Yeah, sort of like that. I'm thinking, since we're going this dark now, that when we colour out the line art, that we can add like some highlights to the line art, make the line art a bit more visible. Let the road to go. Maybe not like over the entire head, but like bits. I feel like I'm going like right back to when I started drawing, because that was one of the things that I was really wanted to get right very early on, was how to shade hair. And it took a long time before I, in quote unquote, got it right. I probably haven't got it right now. The way I draw stuff now, but at least it's a style and something. I went through all sorts of different stages of how I shaded in hair, and I'm pretty sure that this was one of the stages at some point. Just like cell shading randomly. Something like that. It's more dynamic than just a line going across with this pokey out bit. Yeah, that's good. What I'm gonna do is... Actually, should I put this to multiply? No, it's way too dark. Way too dark if I do. And it looks real rubbish, but if we just do a bit of fiddle-diddling and make that all fairly pinkish. It's almost the colour, just needs to be a bit lighter. We shade with pink over here. Pinky purpley. Oh, kind of like that. And it still gives it that like that pink tint, purpley tint that we have with the soft light. It just continues on with that. That's pretty good. Happy with that. And I shall actually continue because now that I've got the colour, just, you know, shade in some stuff. Shade in the bow a bit. Hello? How's my paintbrush doing? Is it alright? You good? Good. Is it even worth doing this kind of thing to the bow, or is that too much detail? No, that's cute. I like that. Yeah. Okay, nice. Right. We could also kind of... Oh, that looks real rubbish. So we're on multiply, and that looks like that on multiply. Interesting. Interesting. Why does it look like that on multiply? It actually looks properly purple. So we're gonna like not do that for the skin. Might as well do it for here. How to shade. It's a tutorial that I could do right now. How to shade. How shading work? Work shading how? Kind of like that. And then it would probably be helpful if I kind of knew where an imaginary light was coming from, but this is not one of those paintings where I'm thinking, oh, how does stuff work? I haven't a clue how you want to do this skin. Is that like a good colour for the skin, or is that too much? I thought it's just kind of like the shading like places like here, right? And here. Very, very small amount of shading on the face. Sort of like that. Only without that. Maybe, perhaps, mayhaps. I find cell shading really tricky because my door's being knocked on. My door is being knocked on and being disturbed. Right. Yeah. Do I follow the shape of the hair or not is the question. Well, then again, I do kind of need to follow the shape of that the face would take, which is also very awkward to do. So I'm gonna ignore physics. That looks rubbish. What to do? What to do? Can I connect it like that? But I don't want it to be a tangent on the hair, so... Annoyance, annoyance. In fact, usually it goes over the eyes as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like that kind of colour, I guess. No. What does the soft light do with black? Is my question. I don't know. What does the soft light do with black? Oh, that's clipping masked. Just makes it black. Okay. What color do I shade over the eyes? Don't want it to look bloodshot. That is like the opposite of what I want. Actually barely visible. Let's do maybe like purple. Because we've already got a bit of a purple aesthetic. Why not? Yeah. On the teeth, not on the teeth. There's no difference noticeable. On the small areas. Right, what colour did we have before? Was it this one? No. It was that one, yeah, good. This needs to be shaded in. And I think that's all we're going to do shading-wise, unless we want to do a bit of the hands as well. That could very quickly be weird. I wouldn't really even know where to shade, like cell shade the hands. Whilst keeping, like, a simple aesthetic. Sort of like that, I guess, maybe? And then the finger? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Kinda. I like that. Okay. Right, do we move on to the highlights now? And usually I do highlights with add. What does the colour that we already have look like? Weird. That's the answer to that. Weird. Yeah, no. We'll go for a much more saturated colour. Do we want... colour do we want? I don't really want... always add maybe the wrong thing. Colour dodge? For highlights? Kind of. That looks very red. Oh gosh, yellow. No, well if anything, like very light. That's too yellow. No, colour dodge is not the right one. I don't know really very well how. Is screen the one to go for? Screen has been a helpful one in the past. Maybe? That's some extreme highlightage there. That might be the highlightage that we need. We can always down the opacity, I guess. Yeah, let's just do it. Something like that. What I used to do with shading hair, only I'd then like use the smudge tool to smudge it all out. Am I doing that now? Obviously not. I still don't like it in the hair. It's really irritating me in the hair. And if I were to go for the face, I'd do a lot. I'd do larger. Help! I don't know what I'm doing. I find highlighting very tricky. Like that. Yeah, that's cute. Like anything that isn't hair is doing alright. And cheeks. Cheeks don't seem to work. I might just have to use something different for the hair. We downed the opacity. No, the opacity has not been downed. Sort of like that. You see nothing on the white. The eyes, I guess, maybe. Could also get some stuff. Not visible on the white, like I said. Something I often do. It's like a button nose. So that looks okay. And then maybe like the side of the face here. And then more into the cheek. I don't know what to do with this cheek region. It looks so flat. I also don't know what to do with it. Maybe I just like smudge it out a bit. Oh, what kind of smudge tool is this? When was the last time I used smudge tool? Goodness me. Well, use the same brush that we previously had. I'm going to go over it a couple times and just smudge it out a bit. Not a huge user of the smudge tool. It can be quite strange. Not really that visible, TBH. If we were to get rid of like the outside there. And go back in again a bit. Tricky, tricky. Again, this is stuff that won't really be very visible. Nah. Maybe we could work with it. I don't know. As long as it doesn't go too far. We'll leave it for now. Not the smudge tool. Erase. Get rid. We'll just imagine that there's kind of light coming from here. So, what does a screen tool do if I use... Yeah, that might be something. If I use the same colour as underneath. I think that is the way to go, honestly, because otherwise I haven't a clue what to do with the hair. That doesn't make it look like it's incredibly like grimy and dirty and yeah, all that. I think that makes it interesting enough for it to be a good emote. I at least hope so. What colour were you before? That did not help. Let's put you to full opacity and normal. So we can grab this colour. That's on colour dodge. And is that? Yeah, it's on 51%. Perfect. Right, and then we do this hand. Okay. Right. Now I think I'm going to duplicate. Oh, hold on. Let's merge down these layers. And now I'm going to duplicate the line art layer. Alpha lock it. And I'm going to go over it with like a highlight. So in like some place it stands out nicely. And like where I added highlights in the thing itself. Add highlights there. And I might just do like a couple of single strands of drawing and then highlight those. That might be the way I do highlights actually. Let's un-alpha lock this. What if we were to... That might be the way to add like highlights in the way that I usually see them. Yeah, I like that. Then we'll use this as a reference to do all the rest. Okay, I'll lock that. And I do like my colouring out of things. Don't think it's really worth it with the face, if I'm being honest. Or the hands. I'll do it with the rest, gladly. There and so on, and so forth. So, that's that with a cute little emote. I like that. I do like that. I feel like I need to sneeze. Pardon me. The sneeze has occurred. I like that a lot. That's really cute. Okay. I now know what I'm doing, which is a rare occasion. So we're going to basically get a multiply layer up. Let's make this normal so that we can grab this colour. Gosh, what a mess it looks like if you've just got the thing on normal. And then we're just going to do some shading here as well for the rest. Now I might have to end stream before finishing all of these. I have to end stream quite abruptly as well, because I have been told that dinner is almost here, is almost to be consumed. So we'll see. But I will attempt to get these done by then. So with this one it's a bit tricky because the hair is moving a lot more. A lot more movement in the hair. I think once we've got the shape down, that is like the trickiest part. Trickiest part is over, like most of the thinking work has been done. Now we just got to apply it to the rest of the emotes. And then we'll have 5 fully functioning emotes. Yay! An alright thing? If I do... Yeah, I think so. I should probably start with the easy part. I've got an incredibly large brush, but I'm fearful that if I make it smaller that I'm going to start detailing too much, so I'm keeping it the size that it is for a reason. Then I'll continue on this side. Like that. I feel like this part could be a bit more upright. Sort of like that. Like a palm tree is sprouting from her hair, from her hairline. Let's maybe try that again. Maybe not too much is necessary. Less is more. Yeah, that looks less like a palm tree. Let's maybe also get rid of that. But we will get like the lower part of that hair strand. Yeah, like that-ish, kind of. So we'll do the same here, and I need to be careful because that's... I don't really want it all on the... don't really want it all on the shirt. What I will do is like make it that this hand is kind of casting a shadow, so I'll pull that shadow further down, which will once again make it look less like a palm tree. And then the rest like down below at the bottom of the hair, we'll just have another little bit of shadowness. Am I going to do too detailed is the question. Yeah, that looks like fun. And we'll do the top. Whoop. Do it where there's kind of like this parting area as well. We don't need too much there. Yeah, sort of like that. Cool. And then we'll do the same with these. I'm pretty sure I used the same colour for the bows. What I will do is kind of, yeah, mark that to the side. We didn't use it for the hands, did we? We used it for the clothing as well, if I am not mistaken. I'm glad I did the writing on a different layer. What layer is that on? Oh, much fairer, much higher up. Cool. Nice. Okay. And we're not doing that on the person. Yeah, right. So we'll colour grab again. I should maybe put up a palette, but I'm too lazy. Which in the long run it will save me time. But I'm stubborn like that. Right. We don't need to colour over the eyes today, or today on this one, so that's fine. I will do like a bit of a shadow where the nose is. Sort of like that, and then maybe kind of also over the eyes. Cell shading is occurring. How does that look? I think that looks okay. We'll just even this out a little bit. Yeah. Acceptable, I must say. We'll also have like where the hair's coming over. I like that. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, hands. Sort of weird shapes in the hands. Hey, it looks like a K. The Katie row. Weird shapes. What am I doing? Hands losing all definition. I'm overthinking. That's my problem. Sort of like that, I guess. That looks fine from afar. Good enough for me. Good enough for Jazz, it's good enough for me. Right, is that all the shading that we did? I think so. Especially if we haven't got any, whatchamacallit? Stuff. Yeah, very specific. If we haven't got any eyes to shade. Screen, 50%. And we shall once again. Hello? Am I on the right? Oh, it just took a while. Okay. Hello? We've undone again. This is going well. Oh, and we crashed. Wonderful. That was... Well, thank you, Procreate. Thanks a lot. Are there too many layers here or something? You can delete layers if you want me to. Don't feel like there are too many layers. You happy again? We good to continue? Good. You alright? You gonna crash on me again or no? There we go. How does that look like from afar? That looks alright. Let's just get the front of the face as well, because why not? We're not going to do the rest of the face. Do the front of the clothing as well. And I'm pretty sure we need the same colour that I... Yeah, just colour picked like that. For the hair. I'm overthinking this. Let's just do a bit of scribbliness into the hair. Oh, flip. Hello. Oh, Crow, don't do that to me. Oh, that... You just scared me so much. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Oh, man. 2 months. You're going to be able to use these emotes in chat soon. I have uploaded some like previous versions of these emotes, but dude, you scared me so much. Oh, yeah, there it goes. There's that one. I just need to recover from that. That's a sound that I don't hear very often. That was so loud in my ear. I hope that wasn't too loud in everyone else's ear. Oh, mate. Did you have a good stream? Because I'm guessing you've finished if you're in chat here. I hope you had a good stream yourself. I'm basically just testing out whether I get 2 frames a second again, like I did in the previous stream, because that was not very cool. I'm not too happy with how this looks, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit more dynamic. There we go. Your stream just crashed, that's why you popped in. Oh bless. Oh no. I'm happy that I'm not losing frames. How far are you in Sevtech? Unless you are starting up stream again and he's gone. That's also a possibility. Because he's been speedrunning Sevtech a lot quicker than we usually have. I'm feeling like I'm doing this too detailed, but you know what? I'm just going to stop it there. I'm not going to do any shading on the whoop. I'm going to add some black lines to the hair, which will then colour in a different colour. I'll make it look fairly random and not overdo it with the lines. Right, alpha lock. And I don't even know what colour we had previously. I'll just colour pick from here. And we'll do whoop. Good bit of highlights. Yeah. Because we kind of need to make it so that there's like lines that will be visible, like for people who use the dark version of Twitch, and then for those who use the light version of Twitch will also see stuff. So there needs to be like dark lines and light lines that will pop. And that will go pop it up. There we go. So make sure that we've got these lines. Do we do the confetti? No. I think we should do the confetti actually. I'll tell you what. I'll leave the lines of the yellow confetti. The purple confetti I'll colour out yellow, if that makes sense. I'm actually colour out the yellow confetti purple so that we kind of have a contrast, so it's all visible in that sort of sense. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Got the... Oh, hello, I haven't merged these down yet. That's probably... might be a good idea to do so. That's probably why I haven't been able to completely colour... Aha! Now it makes sense. Now everything makes a lot more sense. So I'll colour out these so we have that contrast. And then the rest will be coloured out like a darker yellow than that. Confetti! So we've got then purple. I'll make that a dark purple, and that's what this stuff is going to be. Yeah. I'll leave the whoop. The whoop can stay black. Wow. I'm pretty unsure whether any of the... That's quite effective, I'd say. I like that. I like that, only it's a bit too dark. Oh, darn it. We're going to have to colour pick again. Oh no, we're good. At the top there. Maybe some down here. Basically just to see it. Because currently I've got it on a dark background contrast, sure. And that's then ideal for people who have like a darker Twitch, have like the browser on Twitch in dark mode. Or the app. Which, to my experience, is most people, but you know, some people might like it on light. And we kind of catered to both there. I like that. But I definitely wanted it to be bright enough so that it would be good against the dark thing. Dark light. Right. We continue on to the next. My wonder is, how's this looking? Do I want to put more? My thought is, do I want to have more of a, like the other one, more of a highlight up here? Maybe just a little bit. Like that. Just a wee bit. Okay. Because the whoop can definitely be like more highlights, more party time, right? Because that's what we're doing here. Right. Now we go on to the thing. I think we need some sparkles here, don't we? Like sparkles, like similar to the sparkles that we have. There is something missing in this emote, I must say. But we'll figure that out once we've done the shading. So once again, I'm sure these colours. Ah, no, because I didn't click into the menu. The colours won't be visible. Alright, I'm clicking into the menu. That should save the colour. Then I shall do the same with any other colour that we use. And then the highlight. And then this colour. I think that's all the colours that we use, so we won't have to go back. If all goes well. Right. Let us add a layer and multiply. And we're going to go to, was it this one? I think it was this one. Would make sense. And we'll just do as we have done before. Right, colour that in entirely because it's kind of like behind, coming from behind. Always looking at it from a very small perspective so that we kind of keep an idea of what it'll look like in chat. I'll do the bow as well while I'm here. I need to make sure that these kind of like folds in the bow look alright, which they do for now. Let's try and avoid the palm tree again. That is exactly what we're leaning towards right now. I feel like I need to sneeze again. I don't know why I'm so sneezy today. All the sneezes occurring on this fine Sunday evening. Or at least it's evening where I am. That good? Yeah. Make it look tiny so we get perspective. Just a bit of like a line there, I guess. And then down there like that, I guess. Not a lot of hair here, so we kind of have to be a bit more conservative with the shadows, because otherwise there'll be nowhere to put the highlights, and there'll be no midtones. Can't all be shadow. Well, theoretically could, actually. Since most of it is behind. Yeah, okay. Now onto the shading of these. No wait, shading of clothes first. Clothes shading. I have no method to my madness with this. It's just like, yeah, there could be a shadow there, I'm sure. Yeah, well, whatever, why not? Place a shadow there, maybe. Shadow there? I don't know. Right, now onto the skin. We've got eyes again, so I didn't grab the colour for that. Which we're going to have to do from the first one. Because that might not be what we want to go for. Again, I don't want the eyes to look too bloodshot. And we can add a bit of it like a little shadow where the hands touches the face. In hindsight, we could add a shadow like in the ear as well, but I'm not going back. I shan't go back, so I shan't do it here. That good there? And then I'll just like add a tiny shadow to the hands, I guess. Kind of like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to abruptly end stream here because I am being called for dinner. So, we've done this so far. We've done 2. We've finished 2. I do like this one a lot. I'm really happy with how this one's turning out. I'd raid Crowlander, but he's got to finish as well because food is on the way. So, I'm going to finish off these emotes off stream, and as soon as they are done, I shall upload them to the channel, to the Twitch channel. So thank you so much for stopping by. It's kind of been a bit of a short one, only 1.5 hours, but you know what? Just as short and sweet. Get me back on the road again because, I wasn't sure if this was going to completely mess up and I was going to have terrible performance. 2 FPS is what we had on the previous stream. But that seems to be fixed now, at least it is for drawing, so if we get 2 FPS on gaming again, then this might just be an exclusive art channel, who knows, but yeah. Like I mentioned, I do a bit of Minecraft as well, but on the side, while also drawing, so that'll probably be the next thing that happens here, because I do like to switch it up a bit. I don't know quite who to raid, so I think I'm just going to leave you to disperse into the big void that is the internet. Do as you please. But thank you so much for joining. And I will see you next time. Again, these emotes will be up as soon as I've finished, so I can't wait for them to be visible in chat. Have a good evening, morning, day, wherever you are, night. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.